borrow money from the Federal Reserve in order to meet obligations and slow down the panic. Once people see that there's no reason to be taking gold out of the bank, what do they tend to do?
Put it back in.
Put it back in, because it's not safe to be plugging gold in.
Yes.
Isn't like the biggest problem though just when you came in and gave the bank, or you had their slips, like isn't that the biggest problem when the bank starts giving out other people's money that that dude doesn't have backed up in the bank?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Why don't we do that?
Well, that's my question here on the board.
Okay.
We got a 100% reserve operation and a fractional reserve operation. The fractional reserve is when gold is loaned out, right? There's not enough gold to back the notes. Does that make sense? That's fractional reserve. So there are pluses and minuses to both systems. Okay? Give me a plus and a minus to the reserve, 100% reserve system. Yeah.
I guess the minus would be that no more money comes in, like you don't make a profit.
Okay, so no more money comes in, it stays within a system and it doesn't grow.
There's no investment.
There's no growth. Okay? So it's safe, but it's not going to grow. And maybe that's all you need. Maybe you don't want to grow. Okay? What's a plus? Yeah,
You know that you're always going to get your money.
you're safe.
Stable, right?
Safe and stable. Minus, no growth. Let's go to the fractional reserve system.
The opposite.
Just the opposite. Fractional reserve plus is
Growth.
growth. Investment grows. And the minus?
Not safe.
Right. Unstable and risky. What does the beast want?
To grow.
The beast wants to grow.
But I'm not familiar with the beast metaphor, but does the beast also want stability?
Would love it. The beast does not want to trip and fall, but the beast has an impulse, right? And the impulse is to what? Survive and grow, right? So the beast of American capital growth of the Industrial Revolution in the United States is racing across the landscape and growing, and a whole lot of collateral damage comes in the way. But this is an innovation. This is one of the innovations that helps that propel through the system. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Can somebody please explain the metaphor to Mr. Gall? He's a little dense this afternoon. What's the metaphor?
I tried.
She's trying. What do we mean? Somebody. Leah, tell him.
The beast basically represents the economy, and the whole idea of it being a beast is that it has no conscience, so it's like constantly growing and looking for ways to survive.
Yes, good.
And so that's basically,
Does what it has to do.
What's the vector of business?
it's like an exponential growth, and I think in the economy we build upon each other to like, yeah.
This is what's happening from 1900
Okay,
to this very moment.
yeah,
Vectors are pushing the growth of the economy.
I got you.
Beginning down here, and again, it's not in order of necessary time, but railroads. What are some of the other forces?
Business.
Business, which interacts with railroads. What else? Finance.
The internet.
What else?
No.
Capital is one of the.
Capital is one of the. What's up here?
No, innovations in
Urbanization. And the last, and again, it's not in terms of time, it's just another vector. What's the last vector we got going up here that's really driving the beast forward? What's helping?
Technology.
The technology is one of the.
What's the difference between the things on the left side and on the right side?
This is the action
Government.
that works on every one of these to make it go. So it's innovation, raw materials, capital.
Does that raise the government?
It's government.
Nice.
It is government.
And what's that doing?
What's the government doing to drive the beast forward? What's the government doing? Give me an example.
Like the grants that they would give out.
Tariffs,
Native Americans.
lands, deregulation,
Gotcha.
creating a frictionless environment for business.
We wouldn't say they were deregulating, they're just
Well,
not regulating.
they were not regulated,
Yeah,
right?
there were no regulations.
Right? So this is,
Yeah.
and.
Can I ask your group a question?
Yes, please.
Can the beast survive on a 100% reserve system? Why not?
No innovation.
No growth, no innovation, right.
And you got more and more people coming in.
That's right, right. So if we're gonna be on a gold standard, how's that even gonna work? Even if you have fractional reserves and you have a steady gold supply, will the beast be able to survive? Were there signs historically of the beast not being able to survive, specifically in the 1890s?
Yes.
What was the
We
problem?
haven't gotten to the
Oh, you
1890s
haven't
yet,
gotten
Mr.
there.
Gall.
Okay, good. But, well, the problem becomes that unless you keep adding to the gold supply, you can't add to your money supply. You need gold if gold is gonna back, right? So the farmers wanted silver to be part of the backing. Okay, that lasted for a while.
Leah.
So for the beast to survive, wouldn't it want as many people indulging and being involved in the economy as possible? So like, would one of these be more appealing to like people of different classes?
With one of these systems?
Yeah,
Um,
because I just feel,
That's a great question.
because I feel like the 100% reserve would just
it's the safest.
be just like applicable to a lot of different people with different backgrounds in terms of like economic
Stability.
stability, yeah.
Except that, what about working men and immigrants who are coming into the country? Would they be able to find work? Because of the system has gotta keep growing or they're not gonna get work.
That's a great question.
Yeah,
The
really
system is growing and it uses us, in a sense, it uses us to grow. And as long as it pays us, we're here and we're working. If we start to, if the system shrinks and we're not working, the beast is in trouble. Hmm? So if you will, please,
This group did very well with this.
contemplate, okay? Watch the film, The Big Short.
The Big Short, have you seen that?
You see?
We watch it in
Big
class.
Short.
We should watch President.
It's a 2.5 hour movie.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it too late. So if you will, please, organize your piles